this time, I'm standing here with Gina's main man, the NAWA television champion, Mr. Zay Vega.
So, GT, you know, usually we joke and we kid. We have a good time in these interviews. I'm not really in the mood. It's been a lot going on, and I got to wrestle one of my close friends. But I listened to Buggy Wright's promo on me, and I feel like Buggy must have forgot exactly who is the holder of Gina. He must have forgot what happens when I turn on the other side. So, forgive me, everyone, because I'm about to turn it on. Forgive me, I warned you.
Well, we just heard from the NAWA television champion, the Slim Reaper, Zay Vega, as he prepares to take on Buggy Wright right here this week on NAWA Championship Wrestling. Will Zay Vega be able to successfully defend Gina, or will Buggy Wright be taking home that television title? Stay tuned for that huge NAWA TV title match. But right now, God Tonight standing by with the Dontay Khalifah.
NAWA fans, and that is the North American Wrestling Alliance. I'm standing here with the Dontay Khalifah. Dontay, brother, after racking up many victories, so to speak, you have earned your stripes here in the NAWA. NAWA matchmakers, they have you pitted against, are you ready? Against the legendary Mr. Number 1 George South, and guess what? You get a crack at the NAWA Carolina's Heavyweight Championship.
Well,
your thoughts?
I think it's time for a new Carolina's champion, the legendary George South. Man, George has been cementing himself as a staple in the Carolinas for over 40 years. 40 years. He's faced the likes of Ric Flair, the Ultimate Warrior, Barry Windham, some legends. But I got to tell you, 40 years of experience, 40 years of traveling up and down these roads, 40 years of wrestling legends like those I just named have not prepared you for me, for the Dontay Khalifah. Mama shut you down, and I'm going home. I'm going back to the Queen City as the new Carolina's champion.
Well, we just heard from the challenger in this week's main event for the NAWA Carolina's Heavyweight Champion, held by Mr. Number 1 George South, the wrestling legend. He's going to be defending that title, as I said, in your main event against the Dontay Khalifah. Stay tuned for that huge main event. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a big main event here for the NAWA TV title. The Slim Reaper, Zay Vega, is going to be taking on Wildfire Buggy Wright. That's right, the Wildfire. But there you see the champion, Zay Vega. He's fired up himself, because he's about to put that championship Gina on the line here. Curtis, this is going to be a hell of a match.
This could be a great contest. You got two great grapplers here, and Zay's been on quite a tear as the champion. The key to me is going to be, can you keep your emotions in check? If you're Buggy Wright, you're calling the Wildfire here, but if you let that fire burn too hot, Zay Vega will be able to capitalize on the mistake and retain.
Well, these men are definitely no strangers to each other. This might be the first time they've met in singles competition here in NAWA, but they've met in singles competition all over the Carolinas before, so no strangers to each other. I'm expecting a hell of a matchup here.
Yeah, both men can keep it fast-paced.
This is definitely going to be a toss-up here, but Vega's got that champion's advantage. Look here, we're going to get some sportsmanship here from these two. Looks like Vega's got he's got some of an attitude here tonight.
It looks like he declined that handshake.
Well, he did decline the handshake. Yeah. He didn't shake his hand.
Yeah, I'm just trying to process all what's happening. We got a lockup right in the center of the ring here. Wright got a little bit of momentum now. Zay, now Wright.
Back and forth, neither man gaining the advantage. But look at there, just tossing him over. Buggy Wright trying to gather himself back after that exchange here. It's kind of, I figured these guys would come out firing on all cylinders, but here we kind of got a feeling out process here at the start of this matchup. And look here, Buggy trying to push him in. Oh, Buggy Giving a dose of his own medicine.
Yeah, anything you can do, I can do better. I like that attitude.
You just like attitude.
Oh, double leg. Gets kicked off here and hangs onto the ropes. Oh, drop down by Vega. There's a leapfrog. A reverse leapfrog. And a drop kick.
Caught him right there in the chest with that drop kick. Goes for the cover.
See, that's what I'm talking about here. Buggy Wright, very quick, but very seldomly does he go with somebody that's just as quick as him there. And Vega was able to use his quickness to deliver that drop kick, and now he's got control of the arm.
Well, Vega's definitely got the experience in big-time matchups here in NAWA with that belt being on the line pretty much every time he goes to the squared circle. So the pressure of big matches such as this may not get to him as much as it does Buggy Wright. This is his first big-time matchup here, but a beautiful arm drag there. A Japanese arm drag from Buggy Wright, but he's on a roll here.
Now he's got control of Zay's hand here.
Oh, and
up top. And another one. He's dragging them all around the place. And a dropkick of his own. 3 different types of arm drags, a dropkick of his own, and Zay's seen enough. He needs to take a break here.
Buggy Wright has been on a roll here recently in NAWA, defeating Caleb Crocker and also with a win over the untouchable Jordan Holt.
Now, oh boy.
Here he goes. There he goes, right between the bottom and the middle rope to the floor, just propelling his body right into Vega. And this match is spilled to the outside.
Open hand slap here. They're fighting around the ring.
You know, I said we got a filling out process going on, but I think that's over with, Curtis.
Yeah, you slapped me in the face. We're not feeling out anymore. Now we're fighting.
Buggy Wright starting to feel it here. Charging in. Oh, drops him. Throat first, right over that top rope. Oh, God. I don't even know what to call that. That was painful.
Call it painful. That's exactly what I would call it there, too.
Definitely a painful looking maneuver. Just throwing him down right across his knee. Double stomp across the back, and maybe Vega's starting to target the back of Buggy right here. And
senton
right across the back as he was getting up.
A little bit of a cocky cover afterwards.
I'd say we're seeing a different side of Zay Vega here, definitely for sure here tonight. Usually he's not as aggressive, but he's extremely aggressive here tonight against Buggy Wright. I guess that goes to
mean streak.
Yeah, I'd say so. I guess that goes to show you how much respect he has for Buggy Wright, because as I said, this may be the first time they've squared off here in NAWA, but they are no strangers to each other.
Well, I would also point out that Buggy did slap him in the face outside the ring there. That's disrespectful. You slap a man in the face, it might make him crank up the intensity on you a little bit.
He just whipped him with that long ponytail there, right across the back. And now Vega with an Irish whip. Oh, boy. And you see he propelled him across the ring, and he hit that middle turnbuckle and bottom one.
Zay looks like he's enjoying dishing out the punishment here, but Buggy Wright's got a lot of heart here. He's going to take this punishment and come fighting back. He's not done yet.
Is this a new Zay Vega that we're going to be seeing going forward?
Oof. Short right hand right to the face.
It's definitely a different version of Vega than I'm used to seeing here. He said that hurt his hand. He's going to go for another knife edge chop. No, he decides to shoot him again in that time. Using his full body weight.
Zay is taking complete control of this match right now.
He's definitely targeted the back area of Buggy Wright to punish him.
Wonder what he's thinking next.
He's probably thinking more punishment.
Driving his shoulder into the midsection here. Knocking the wind out of Buggy Wright.
He's knocking the teeth right off his mouth almost with that boot. He caught him with that boot at the last second. Up and over he goes. Almost like a code red there into a pinfall. Oh, but it cuts him down right there. Vega hit him with that flying forearm as Buggy charged in full speed ahead, but only good enough for a 2 count. Vega now taking his time here.
Oh, punch in the back of the head.
Definitely a new leaf has been turned over, so to speak, here in Zay Vega's attitude in this matchup. Throws him to the floor. Action's already spilled out here one time before, but it looks like Vega's content with getting a count-out win here tonight. Not even going out to chase him.
Now, I don't know if this is a great idea. I hate to question the champion because he's the champion for a reason, but if this count-out doesn't work, you're just giving Buggy a chance to collect himself.
Well, he's also able to regather himself as well, catch his breath.
That's a good point.
Think of more strategy, but it's not looking good for Buggy right here. He gets in at the very last second. Vega thought he got that 10-count win. This is very uncharacteristic of our champion, the Slim Reaper here.
Yeah, he looks annoyed that Buggy got back in the ring.
Well, wouldn't you be annoyed?
Well, I guess so. Oh,
look at these big forearm shots. Buggy goes for one and misses. Up and over, he flips out of it. Charges in. Springboard, holy Christ.
Oh my goodness. Looks like he was going for a desperation elbow, but it was countered by Zay Vega.
Driving those knees right into the spine. Got him right up on the ropes for that pinfall attempt. Buggy decides to kick out. Could have just easily grabbed that bottom rope, but I don't believe Vega was trying to end the matchup there.
I don't think Buggy knows where he's at exactly. I think he kicked out on instinct.
Vega slowly and methodically picking apart the challenger here tonight. They're using his hair as a whip once again. That's definitely something new added to the repertoire for Zay Vega there.
He's lining Buggy up. Oh,
that's got to be it.
Kick right to the head there.
That's got to be the end of this. Look at Buggy Wright. He's staggering around.
He's out on his feet.
He can't stand up. He don't know where he's at. He's fighting the air. Holy Christ. Another
one.
Super kick right on the button.
Stay down. Live to fight another day here.
But Buggy Wright, he's got everything to gain. If he can win this match, he's going to win that NAWA TV title. He's back up on his feet, staggering around. Another one. No, he caught it. He caught that one this time.
Takes off.
Takes him down.
Again, a single leg drop kick of his own. Buggy Wright getting fired up. Able to duck that line, but now he eats 3 or 4 shots. Kick to the stomach, gets kicked up.
Look at the look at the change. And it's going to say, look at the speed of Vega's offense, but Buggy Wright fakes it that time. He faked Vega out, but he goes down. And now,
Vega went for the same counter as last time, but there was nobody home. Now Buggy lining them up.
Big Swanton connects. Could that be it? We might have a new champion.
New champion here. Here we go.
1, 2, 2.5 there. Buggy Wright can't believe Vega was able to kick out of that Swanton. He connected there, Curtis.
He got all of it. I can't believe he kicked out either. Buggy Wright trying to think of what to do next here. This is what I was talking about earlier. You see him getting fired up here. Don't lose control. Get back on your opponent and try to win this match.
Now Vega showing the signs of that Swanton. Here we go. Coming off the rope. Oh
my goodness.
Vega knew what was coming, caught him with a kick, but only gets a 2.
Zay doesn't believe it either. That was a perfectly scouted counter to one of Buggy Wright's favorite moves, but it wasn't enough to get the victory. And now Zay Vega's flummoxed.
He is in the corner in shock. He can't believe this match is not over. He's signaling for it now. He's got him in a sleeper. He's going to try to choke him out, put his lights out, Curtis.
Got him right in the middle of the ring.
Buggy trying his best to fight it off, but he looks like he's fading away real quick.
Yeah, Buggy's taking a lot of punishment tonight.
Shots to the head. This is definitely not helping. He's about gone. The lights are dimming.
Great match. Great try, Buggy. We'll see you next time. Wait a minute.
See you where? See you right now.
He's still in it.
Look, he's got the hair of Vega, and he uses it to his advantage.
Desperation.
Here he comes. Oh, catches him right in that sleeper.
Again, well scouted by Vega. Great counter. And the referee's call for the match.
And Zay Vega chokes him out. Zay Vega retaining the NAWA TV title against Buggy right here.
What a great match out of nowhere.
Defeats the challenger. Almost lost that title to Zay Vega, but he's grabbing it before the official can hand it to him. He says he is NAWA, and
he's got a point.
At this time, my next guest, they call him the greatest Carolinas heavyweight champion of all time, Mr. Number 1, George South. George, sir, your next title defense, a beautiful belt, I might add. Your next title defense is against probably your toughest opponent yet, the Dontay Khalifah.
You know something, I promised everybody in the NAWA when I won this belt, man, just coming right off of my birthday just a few days ago, Mr. The Dontay, listen, this is the first time I think we've ever been in the ring together, and I don't plan on losing this beautiful belt. So, Mr. The Dontay, you're coming in the ring with this old goat, and I promise you, and I promised everybody every week I come out here, I'm not going to lose, and we're not going to start this time.
well, we just heard from the reigning and defending NAWA Carolinas heavyweight champion, Mr. Number 1, the wrestling legend himself, George South, as he prepares to take on the Dontay Khalifah right here in your main event. The title will be on the line, and that match will be here right on the program as your main event. Stay tuned for that huge match right after this very quick commercial break.
My lovely wife, Miss Angel Valiant, AWW, Angels Wrestling Wear. She did this whole outfit on me. My goodness, she could do anything. Masks, bandanas, hey, you name it, tights, trunks, robes. Captain Joe, come here, Cap.
Made this whole outfit to me. You know, look at that, look at that. Look at that, man. Look
Captain Joe, baby. Hey, she can do anything. Hey, give her a call.
For all your pro wrestling gear needs, visit angelswrestlingwear.weebly.com. If you can dream it, Angel can make it.
Be there, and she'll do you well. Yeah.
Hey, when the Gladiator Holics are all hanging out down in Charlotte, where they show up, Resident Culture Brewery. There's 2 locations, one on Central Avenue and one down on the south end. They just made a beer for me, the greatest wrestler of all time. I go with Gladiator. Number 2, you might find me down here. And if you're a dude, don't talk to me. If you're a lady, say 18 to 45 and got loose morals, call me.
Get your full Nelson IPA only at Resident Cultural Brewing Company with 2 great locations in South End and Plaza Midwood, Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got a huge Carolinas Championship match down in the ring right now. This has a main event feel to it, Curtis.
Yeah, it does. This is if you're a fan of wrestling, I predict you're going to like this match here because we're going to see some great wrestling. You got one of the all-time greats in George South and one of the greats of today that's coming up right now and tomorrow in Dontay Khalifah.
Look at that beautiful NAWA Carolinas Championship. That's correct, ladies and gentlemen. We are the only true Carolinas promotion in the area. We run in North Carolina. We run in South Carolina. We run
East Carolina, West Carolina.
Hey, Western North Carolina, Western South Carolina. All of them, right?
Everywhere.
Is there a Western Carolina?
I don't know.
What about?
I just got on the roll with the directions.
You're an idiot.
Oh, man.
Trying to confuse these people. Trying to confuse me.
That's not hard.
It's very hard to do. But I caught on very quick. George South now in the ring with a lot of people would think this guy is the fire of the Carolinas this year. He's been on a roll everywhere he's been. It's this Dontay Khalifah, and he's had an impressive run here in NAWA Championship Wrestling as well. Look here, straight away takes the champion into the corner, asserting his dominance early.
Gives a clean break too. Okay.
Well, it's a sign of respect for George South. You know, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this and you don't really know who George South is, I encourage you to go on YouTube and search George South versus Ric Flair or any of the great matches that he had over his career to familiarize yourself with this guy. Why we talk so highly of Mr. Number 1. Well, here he's got the control of Dontay Khalifah's wrist here.
Yeah, he's got control of his wrist here, and he's going to keep him right in the middle of the ring and talk with these fans until he's ready. Oh, wait a minute, but Khalifah with the reversal rolls through it. Now he's got Mr. Number 1.
The agility and the speed, the younger man, Dontay Khalifah, on display here, but you know, the wisdom and the experience goes to George South for sure. But which is going to prevail here, Curtis? What do you think?
I don't know. It's hard to bet against George. He's been defending this title since he won it. But if anybody's going to do it, it's Dontay Khalifah here. Not only does he have the physical attributes, he's a student of the game, and I think he might have a chance to pull off what will technically be an upset.
But we're here in this hot, old-school gym. This is probably making George think he's back in the 80s, working with Wahoo McDaniel. So he's going to be on his A game here, being transported in time, ready to buckle, but nobody home for that big splash. Khalifah hits the buckle, and South goes right back to controlling that wrist and that arm. You know South's got to have a game plan going into this. You don't even know. He said he never heard of Dontay Khalifah before.
Yeah, you know, he's heard of him. That's just a little bit of gamesmanship there by George. Now, well, I'll tell you what he's doing right now, too, is that he's so good at this. Big kick to the stomach. A wrestling match, a kick back, and now he's got control of the head. Set off, big tackle by Mr. Number 1, goes for the cover. That's not going to be enough. He knows that. He just wanted to make Dontay Khalifah waste some energy here.
Right back to the wrist, controlling the arm.
What I was going to say, a wrestling match.
I was about to ask you what you were going to say.
Is the first mistake. The first mistake is going to be the one that cost you the match here. So he's just, I've got an armbar. I've got control of my opponent. I'm just going to wait for him to make a mistake and capitalize on an opportunity. So he doesn't need to have a game plan per se. He's just going to react to what happens and take the first open.
South, look at the pain on the face of Dontay Khalifah from this armbar. You know, people are watching at home and saying these things don't look like they hurt, but look at the pain. He's wincing in pain is Dontay Khalifah, and he's got that shoulder in a bad spot as well, but he gets up, kicks his way out of that. George with a boot of his own there. Big tackle, but South goes down.
That's unusual. You don't see that every day. South with a head of steam, but Dontay Khalifah with the footwork and the strength to put South down, but now right back to the arm is Mr. Number 1.
Khalifah showing that he's the stronger man here, but now South's got that, what do you call it, that double wrist lock.
That's double wrist lock there, and you got to get to the ropes because, oh boy, he pulls him off there because if he can keep that on there and walk Dontay's arm up his back there, he can pull that shoulder right out of the joint.
This is not a hold that a lot of guys in the business are familiar with. We really only see it during George South matches, don't we?
Yeah, nowadays, but you got to know, and that's what I'm talking about Dontay Khalifah. He's such a student of the game. He knows how to deal with this. He's trying to keep that arm from going up his back where it could be game over for him.
Well, he's doing a good job of keeping his arm controlled. South could just yank it up at any second, though, but Khalifah's got to do something here to get out of this double wrist lock. And he's dead center in the ring, as you're saying. He's got to grab the ropes, but he's got to start making his way towards them if he's going to get a hold of them.
This is a very delicate thing to do because you want to make sure that you can kind of keep your body right where Dontay has it there, where he can't get out of it necessarily, but he can't get hurt. And then he's able to work his way back to the corner eventually.
South has to break that double wrist lock. Now, and a cheap shot from Khalifah there, right into the midsection, and another one there right across the face.
He's had enough.
This is his opening. He's going to have to take advantage of this opportunity, but no, reversal. Up and over goes Khalifah. Out of the corner comes South with a big shoulder tackle. Off the ropes. Going for a hip toss. No. Big reversal.
And, body slam coming up. South in control. There's a cover. Almost enough.
George South with a flurry of offense there. Thought that was going to be the opening Dontay Khalifah needed to turn the tides in this match, but it wasn't. as he goes right back to that arm bar, does George South. He ain't, as I said, I'm a fan of the Moonshine Express.
No.
You know, he ain't the NAWA Carolinas champion for no reason. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep. I definitely understand what you're saying here. Dontay Khalifah looking for an ankle pick to try to get out of this arm bar to no avail. He's just stuck and in tremendous pain here. Now get the arm up to the face, try to drive George back to the ropes in the corner here to get a break, but George able to crank back up.
Kind of a smart move to take the bone from that forearm and put it right across the face of South, but wasn't as effective as he thought, but he does get him back into the corner. Doing that again with the forearm. Oh, and I headbutted him right into the chest area, right into one of the pectoral muscles, and now a big right hand. Khalifah now has got to do something here with this opening, but a reversal from South. Up and over he goes again. South, ducks the clothesline to Dontay, but a kick.
Beautiful butterfly suplex by George. So that could be enough here. He has been beating Dontay to the punch in this match. That's what I've talked about. This is a chess match, and he can see what Dontay's thinking, and he knows what the counter is because he's just so experienced.
You see the pain on the face of Dontay Khalifah now, and South once again taking control of that arm, going right back to that arm bar, and he has got Dontay Khalifah down in the center of the ring, not where Khalifah wants to be. Keeps going back to that arm right to the face of South.
If you notice what Khalifah's trying to do here when he's pushing up with his other hand, his free hand there, he's just trying to get a little bit of separation from George so that his elbow is not caught up in that arm bar there to where it's game over. It still gives him a chance to fight. Big right hand to the stomach. Oof, and now one to the side of the head. Khalifah gets free. Sends George into the ropes. No, it's reversed. Up and over again. This time ducks the clothesline. Oh my goodness!
Big super kick there, and that levels the champion.
I think that might do it. Not enough. He kicked George right in the mush. I thought he was out cold.
That took him right off of his feet, and that was the move. That was the point in this match that Khalifah needed. And now look here, he is in charge. He's got South down.
The fans, loud, raucous cheering for George here, trying to get behind him, get him back to his feet. He's been in control for most of this match, but now.
That's because they don't know how to put any stank on the name of Dontay Khalifah here. They're not giving him any respect here, but he also, when he came out, he really didn't endear himself to these people here.
Well, he's focused on taking care of business and winning gold here. He doesn't care about these so-called people and their feelings.
He wants that NAWA Carolinas championship, but that still belongs to Mr. Number 1, George South. Dontay Khalifah is trying to do something to change that fact right here. The South is trying to get back up, and the people, like you said, they're cheering on South. He's using that to get to his feet, hopefully, here. That's what he's going to need to do. Khalifah's just smothering him here.
That makes sense that he was doing out. George starting to fight out here. Arm drag to get free of the chin lock. And now a sleeper hold.
Right back into a sleeper hold now.
I think this might be it. We're looking at a new champion here. It's just a matter of time.
You think he's going to put South to sleep here?
He's got him right in the middle of the ring. I don't see a way out for George here.
Whoa, there's a way out right there, and it's a backdrop.
Beautiful back suplex. George able to get just enough separation to get beside Dontay Khalifah and then throw them both on the mat.
Both men down. Our official initiating the 10 count. He's saying they're up. Khalifah blocks that punch. Delivers another right hand that takes South down. Now leg drop. You're starting to see the signs that South is starting to show the effects of this matchup here. Those right hands are adding up here, Curtis.
They are. The leg drop did a lot of damage to it. Now Khalifah wisely from the first part of this match, when he took all that punishment, he's got a hold on George here. You can try to find a submission that way, and it also allows him a chance to collect himself and recover from the abuse that he took in the first part of the match.
You see he's got this hold clamped on tight. He's turning his body, trying to get that arm right underneath the chin, all directly underneath the chin there.
Yeah, he's got Mr. Number 1, George South, right where he wants him.
Can South get back up to his feet? You can see the championship slipping through his fingers right here.
He doesn't seem too worried, though. This is a position he's been in probably 10, 20,000 times before. And he can think of a way out of it here if he just gets a little bit of time, and that's what he's looking for. A little bit of time, a little bit of energy from these fans.
And our official right there making sure South is still okay. There's a shot right to the rib cage and another one, and an arm drag once again. Now South coming off the ropes.
Takes
leapfrog. Khalifah going for that hip toss again, but no good.
Looks like George is going for a backslide here.
He's trying to get him down.
Backslide pinning combination coming up. There go the shoulders. 1, 2, not enough.
Almost getting a 3 count there, but Khalifah with another big right hand that just takes the champion right off of his feet, and down goes South.
Well, that's a huge right hand there. I would expect the referee to admonish him at that point, because that's definitely not a wrestling hold.
It's definitely not a wrestling hold, but Khalifah taking his time, not staying on top of the champion. That may be a mistake here. Taunting the fans there for a good 5-6 seconds.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. He might have had him stunned with that right hand enough to get the pinfall if he covered him right away.
South is conscious now. You see him moving around here.
He's begging the fans for their energy.
Takes him all the way down to the mat, flat on his side here. Putting that pressure on the neck. Look here, almost using that rope with his foot for extra leverage. Almost want to say if he slid all the way around it, almost have him in a bulldog choke there. Look there.
Oh yeah, look at that. He's cranking on there, using both feet now.
And Khalifah doing whatever he's got to do, legal or not, to win this Carolinas championship. He wants to be the man that can say he ended the reign of George South, the wrestling legend that became the first ever Carolinas champion. He wants to have that distinguishment on his record as Khalifah.
And not only that, he wants that belt.
Well, that's what I was trying to say, Curtis.
Well, I don't think he cares who he wins it from if he wins it. I mean, beating George for it is definitely a feather in your cap too, but he wants both.
I think, well, it's both a big deal.
Yeah, we're agreeing with each other.
Shut up. Call a timeout. Watch this contest. South is not able to get to his feet at all.
Won't give up either, though. He's got the heart of a champion, and that's why he is
a champion.
The reigning Carolina champion.
We just agreed on it.
We're in violent agreement right now.
Well, Khalifah has got him down, and he has got this hold cinched in, and South is having problems here. I love how he's using his body to try to get a better angle on South here. He's got it clamped on good, but South, the people cheering for Mr. Number 1, that's going to give him that energy, hopefully, to get back up to his feet.
I don't know if he can do it.
Well, he just did it.
Well, I was wrong. Happens every once in a while.
Seems about right. 2 elbows right into the rib cage, and a third one for good measure. Breaks that hold, and now Khalifah reverses. Another reversal there.
Big whip by George.
Flying burrito. Shades of Manny Fernandez there. 1, 2, 3.
What a terrific contest, and went out of nowhere for George, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat with the flying burrito and retaining the NAWA Carolinas Championship.
George South definitely taken to the limit here in this championship match against Dontay Khalifah. What an effort by both men. They could have went either way, but it went into the favor of George South, and there he is, still the NAWA Carolinas champion, Mr. Number 1, defeating Dontay Khalifah here in a heck of a matchup. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have this week. We'll see you right here next week on NAWA Championship Wrestling. Until then, so long for now.